think everyone in this room can relate to feeling like either lost or confused, especially when it comes to their career path or what they want to do with their college degree. Um, that was definitely me. I definitely relate to that. Growing up, I never really gave much thought as to what I wanted to be when I grew up. I was always changing my mind and setting unrealistic goals and having unrealistic expectations, and I just never really gave it that much thought. And that wasn't until high school. I became interested in mortuary science, and I started working at a funeral home. And during my freshman year of high school, or freshman year of college, I became an apprentice, and I really enjoyed that. But after working there for a while, I realized that it wasn't exactly the perfect fit for me. But I really did enjoy the business side of it, and I like the financial aspects of it and filing papers with the state and meeting with families. So I started looking into it and I started planning on a career in business. And I really liked that there was such a broad range of things that you can do with it, whether it's accounting or banking. So right now I'm leaning towards financial planning, and according to the Financial World Planning website, financial planners work directly with clients to gather data, determine financial goals, develop a plan, and monitor the plan and make adjustments as needed. So in order to do this job, you need a lot of people skills, just because people are trusting you with their money and their personal information. So that's why building relationships is so important. And you also need to just be making smart decisions with your money and making good decisions with that, because not only are you responsible for your own money, you're responsible for other people's money. And then another thing that you need is analytical skills, just to look at the data and make plans for each client that best suit them. And then there's a lot of aspects that determine what your salary are for this job. It just depends on how big your company is that you're working for, or how many clients you have. But the Bureau of Labor Statistics says the salary can range anywhere from $40,000 anywhere upwards of $100,000. And this job does come with a few ethical dilemmas. I think there tends to be a lot of corruption in business, and it's easy to get caught up in just trying to make a bunch of money, and there tends to be a lot of lying and negotiating that comes along with it. So I think it's important just to stay true to your values, and I'd have to try not to get too caught up in making the money. So I just have to be careful with who I worked for and what company I was working with, or who my clients were. And if I go on to have my own practice in the future, I'd have to just be careful who I'm hiring as my associates. So obviously there's so many different aspects as to that go into business and financial planning, but hopefully this was just a good quick overview as to what financial planning is and why I'm headed in that direction.